In recent years, tattoos have exploded into mainstream popularity. Over 40 million Americans now sport at least one design. The phenomenon is partly driven by today's celebrity culture, with entertainment superstars and athletes setting the standard for fan acceptance and mimicry. While there are many reasons why people obtain a tattoo, there are also many reasons why they want them removed. But tattoos are intended to be permanent. The colour pigments used are not recognised by the body as foreign matter.
Tattoo pigment exists at a certain level within the dermis layer of the skin. Tattoo artists generally put that ink in at about 2 millimeters depth. To remove a tattoo completely, you have to eliminate all the ink from the dermis. That's self-evident. The challenge is to do that without leaving a mark. Resurfacing techniques of all sorts have been tried in the past. Dermabrasion is a well-known one, effectively sanding or planing the layers of the skin down until the pigment is eliminated, and then allowing the skin to heal. And you can do the same sort of thing with chemical peels, gradually taking the layers of skin down until you've got down below where the ink exists, and then allowing it to heal. The problem with all those techniques is that the healing process is unpredictable, and tattoos are often placed in the very deepest layer of the skin. And so, if you allow the wound to heal, allow the skin to heal, it often can't. There are no dermal elements left to allow reepithelialization of the skin.
Men and women have always adorned themselves with tattoos, and they have long struggled with the problem of removal.
People have been unhappy with their tattoos as long as tattoos have been applied. The ancient Egyptians were trying to remove them with ass's milk in the 2nd century before Christ.
Tattoo culture has survived and flourished even in today's high-tech world. And tattoo removal has become a science, especially with the advent of laser technology.
But everybody knows that it takes quite a lot of treatments to remove any tattoo using a laser, an average of 10 and sometimes up to 20. And even then, they don't remove all the pigments. They're quite good, particularly good at blacks and some reds, but all the other types of pigment, blues, greens, yellows, the lilacs, some of the fluorescent colours that are used today, it's a complete waste of time trying to use a laser, and you'll be there for months and months trying to get any result.
Here, black pigments have been partially removed after 2 sessions of laser treatment, but green still remains at high intensity. Some black pigment has changed to red. Green and red pigments will be extremely difficult to remove in subsequent treatments. After 3 sessions, poor absorption of green and red laser wavelengths is apparent. Even after 5 sessions of laser treatment, residual pigment is still very evident. The estimated treatment schedule for a tattoo of this size is 12 sessions at a cost in excess of $5,000.
As well as not being able to deal with a great range of colours, laser has another concern, and that's in its mode of removal of the pigment. Now, laser acts by effectively heating and bursting the pigment particles apart and bursting the cells within which that pigment exists. The immune system then has to come along and gobble up all those pigment fragments and eliminate those from the body. Now, recent studies have shown that because some of the chemicals in tattoo pigment are chemicals we're not sure of the combination of and the composition of, we don't know how the immune system reacts to those chemicals, and there are some concerns that some of the breakdown products of these pigments may become toxic or even carcinogenic. And indeed, in the EC, a major study is underway to have a look at what's actually going into tattoo pigments. The FDA in America are also looking at the same issue, and great focus is being placed upon what tattoo artists are actually putting in people's skin.
Clearly, what is called for is a process which not only is effective across the wide range of colours in modern tattoos, but which also addresses the medical health concerns associated with laser.
And Tatt2Away is just that procedure. It relies on an old technique but repackaged and redeveloped into a modern system of tattoo removal. It relies on escharotics.
Tatt2Away's use of escharotics employs a removal method much like the tattoo artist's method of applying a tattoo, since the process involves abrading the skin.
But the leap of imagination with Tatt2Away is not to treat the whole tattoo in one go.
Instead, Tatt2Away treatments are delivered in an incremental series. The first treatment is applied in small areas of about 5 mm diameter, leaving skin bridges between the circles. The areas between the circles will be treated later, after the circles have healed. Coupled to the abrasion tool is a fluid line which continuously floods the abraded skin with a scab-promoting liquid.
The proprietary fluid is then introduced into that deepithelialized zone, and it allows the dermis to coagulate in a very thin, precisely controlled depth. That wound then has to heal, and that process takes approximately 2 weeks. When that's complete and the small eschar and scab has dropped out, the skin is reepithelialized and hopefully all the pigment's gone.
There is a show to pass removal colors of laser systems. Laser not achieve complete, even partial removal of some of these colors. The certain of treatment, spaced apart by skin bridges, promotes faster healing, and the skin more quickly returns to its normal color. Depending on the size of the tattoo, up to 4 may be required. Custom-designed equipment ensures a more comfortable experience for the patient and an easy, effective procedure for the practitioner. Medical aesthetic practices can enjoy an outstanding revenue opportunity by adding Tatt2Away to services. Rejuvetech's exclusive area agreements allow cosmetic practices to gain the fullest value from their investment. An array of internal and external marketing solutions make delivery of the promotional message simple and cost-effective. To reserve an exclusive territory, contact Rejuvetech Medical.